was a painfully shy kid. I couldn't even order my own food in a restaurant, and my sister was my translator to the world. And I saw how she connected to people through sports, and I wanted that, and so I started to play sports too. And right before college, I discovered ultimate frisbee, and I fell in love with it and dedicated myself to it wholeheartedly, eventually captaining my college team and coaching and running leagues and clinics and captaining the Korea national team and being named MVP of some of the largest tournaments in Asia. And in total, I have competed in US Nationals 7 times. And, and in every city that I've moved to, the ultimate community has been my way in to friendships, to recognition, to acceptance. And I was good at ultimate, like objectively good, and I wore that like a badge. And so when I moved to Seattle about a year ago, I expected that to work for me again. And so I tried out for the Seattle team, Riot, ranked second in the nation, and I pushed through an injury and a lot of social anxiety for a month of tryouts. I really wanted it. But I didn't make it. I got cut, and in the ways that mattered, I wasn't good enough. And I feel some shame at that even now. And I remember the captain's well-intentioned advice that I should smile more and make more eye contact. So, and after that, I was ashamed to tell anybody that I had been rejected, especially those people who had watched me win those MVP trophies. And I felt fear. I felt fear that people would think less of me, or that not only was I not good enough at ultimate, but that people didn't like me enough. Fear that none of my Seattle plans would work out. And fear that if I had poured myself into this and it still wasn't enough, what did that say about me? I had an identity crisis. I was an ultimate frisbee player, and without that validated by this team, I was really shaken. And so all of that really sucked. And I cried about it when it happened, and I called my big sister, and she helped to pull me out of some of these negative thinking spirals I can get into. And I signed up for CrossFit, and I started competing, and I threw myself into work and networking and physical therapy, and another Seattle team asked me to play with them, and together we qualified for nationals for their first time. And and then I run now multiple networking groups, job fairs. I'm throwing a 1,000-person party next month. I have an app that's about to launch, and I've moved on, right? So it may sound like I've moved on, but in actuality, I was just setting myself up to make the same mistake, just with different activities. I hadn't really moved away from the real problem, which was that I was letting my sense of self-worth hinge on these external accomplishments. I was only as good as how good I was at these things, and that is a dangerous place to be. The day that I get injured and can't CrossFit anymore, the day that I make a mistake at work, the day that a guy turns me down, my sense of self-worth is going to nosedive. And I didn't even know that that was the way I was operating until I put together this talk, actually, with the support of some friends who are here tonight. And I don't want to be that fragile. And so what I'm working on now is facing this self-knowledge and working on generating that sense of self-worth for myself, a sense of self-worth that I can carry with me no matter what, a sense of self-worth that no Frisbee team can say no to.